Oh, sorry, right there. Boom. Let's see. Hey, Shalom. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai,
All praise, glory, and honor to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh,
or Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai. That is to say, the name of the Father in the name of the Son. Double honors to the elders and apostles, better known as the Great Millstone. Shalom, salutations, honor, blessing to the sincere Akim who push this word in truth and in sincerity throughout the four corners of the world. Um, so, man, as the title says, ISUPK and more commanding damnable heresies. Because this guy, the general, has his captains out here teaching all types of just random doctrine, and you don't know what's what anymore. So the new thing, apparently, ICBK saying the mark of the beast is rape. Um, I'm just gonna play this clip. This is uploaded by GMS Solemn Assembly.
Yes.
All right, Shalom. First, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostle.
So he's saying that let me see. So like I wanna so like I'm listening to the audio over here on the phone. Make sure I got this right. So like it.
That's right. UPK, no coward, man. You know what the mark of the beast is? The mark of the beast is raping little women. That's what the mark of the beast is. Raping little girls and preaching people that raping is okay according to God. When according to God, a rapist should get put in the damn dirt, man. All right, Shalom. First, like.
Yeah, so he's talking about the mark of the beast is raping little girls. So and he never it's never shown him breaking it down that that's what that means. Now, a funny thing with ISUPK is if you type in ISUPK mark of the beast, okay, this is what you're going to get. Let me go by filter first. Let's go by upload date, okay? So 13 minutes ago, look at brother's already responding to this, okay? Brother's already responded to it. The mark of the beast, they're talking about it, I guess, and the Sabbath service. That was a month ago, okay, right? Let's see what else is ICBK say. See, they're not even fervent on the topic, okay? But they say that it's not the microchip, but they're saying the RFID chip is the mark of the beast, or they're saying it's Christianity. Okay, so let me let's go by relevance, okay? Because this is if you type it in, this is what you're gonna see. Uh, the mark of the beast is Christianity. It's an embargo. It's more Christianity, not a computer chip. Um, Look at Christopher Dorner had the mark of the beast. Um, the mark of the beast is Christianity and America's democracy. Um, they don't know what the hell the mark of the beast is, and now apparently it's rape. Apparently it's rape. Did you have a preset you wanted to read?
Oh, no, I have none yet.
Okay, con. So this is so just looking at it, you can see. I mean, they don't know what the hell they're doing, And it's simple. If you go into just type in mark of the beast. Okay, just type that in. You're gonna get Revelations, the 13th chapter. Okay, right off top, or 16 Salakia, but you will get right there 13. Okay, and it tells you no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Does Christianity stop you from buying and selling? I was in this world I was baptized as a Catholic And I would very distinctly remember being able to buy and sell things,
Mm.
yard sales, going to the swimming pool, going to the store, school lunches, movie theaters, roller rinks. So that doesn't check out. Rape, um, that doesn't make sense. So basically, if you're not raping anybody, then you're not able to buy or sell. That doesn't make sense.
Mm.
America's democracy. You got a lot of people that are Republicans. The Republicans won the presidency.
Yep.
Um, hell, there's been a lot of Republican presidents, and still the ability to buy and sell has continued. So that doesn't work either. So this doesn't make any sense. I wish, if I can't find the video, I'll do a follow-up later and see exactly what the hell, where's this guy coming from? But just looking up the word mark, this is something we always go into. Charagma, right there. Okay, charagma, which is dealing with the cutting in of the flesh.
Mhm.
Now here's the biblical usage: a stamp, an imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand. That goes into dexios in the Greek. That's another Greek word you got to look up. Okay, a thing carved, sculpture, graven work of idolatrous images. Here's the definition: a scratch or etching, i.e., a stamp as a badge of servitude or sculpted figure, statue, graven mark. So rape, you get like a McDonald's toy when you rape somebody, and you're given that. If you rape somebody, automatically does someone have some sort of badge or sticker, like a Boy Scouts badge that they hand out to you? Okay, you got it. Here you go.
And how are you pledging your allegiance to it if from rape?
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
That's why the usage is also important. A stamp or an imprinted mark, like someone's property, like it says here, the mark branded upon horses. It's got to be something made by the hands of men. That's plain as day. So then when you go up, okay, in verse 16, and you look up the right hand, because they say, well, what about the left hand? Because they don't look up their words. Dexios, right hand. The usage is the right hand metaphorically a place of honor or authority. Definition: the right side or hand as that which usually takes, because it's the dominant hand in society.
Mm.
People always extend with the right hand first, that which you take. Okay, so now you go to the lexicon, okay, and it's telling you to take hold of as well to point out. Now they've changed this because before it used to deal with showing authority or fealty, pledging authority or fealty to one. And as I'm kind of speed reading through it, I don't see it. I'm not seeing it. Okay. But still, it's still plain, using the right hand as to take. Okay. Something that it is you put trust in. It says, look, even when the Lord said, "And if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out and cast it from thee." Was he talking? Is that literally talking about the right eye? No, it's talking about the body or the brotherhood. Your right. When you have someone who's trusted, they're what, your right hand man.
Exactly.
See, that's why even here in verse 30, and if thy right hand offend thee, cut it off and cast it from thee. See, that's going into, not being a respecter of persons. Okay. So these guys, just making shit up, trying to look cool and be cool, all this machismo, but they don't look so macho, man. You know, it's they're very weak in the spirit, man. Spirit is one of the weakest. They got if you got a weak spirit, this is where you go. You go to ISUPK, man.
That's right.
You know, you got any precepts?
Uh,
If you got anything, just go ahead and bring it out.
okay.
You know, shoot, you know what? Where's that? Because really, what these guys are, by showing you this, is they're double-minded. You know, so if you want to get James 1 and 8, um, real quick,
This
that'll
is,
pretty much show it.
this is James 1 and 8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
Right, and that's what you're seeing when you do ISUPK Mark of the Beast. You're seeing the double-mindedness of them, man. Look at how many responses go out against these guys with all this edification, and these guys are still saying, look, the mark of the beast is believing the doctrines and philosophies of America. Well, then they must have the mark of the beast because they're buying and selling. Are they not in America? So how do they not have the mark of the beast? That doesn't make any sense. You see, this doesn't make any sense. This just shows you that there's another precept. Evil men. Yep. 2 Timothy 3 and 13. You know.
My God. 2 Timothy 3 and 13. But evil men, seducers, shall wax worse and worse, denying or deceiving and being deceived.
Yeah, evil men and seducers, man. So you got all these people. Now let's look at some of the video counts on on this madness that they got put up. Right, we'll start from the top. 2.3 thousand, 2,300 views. Okay. On their false teachings, there's another 200. Okay. ISUPK St. Louis Mark of the Beast lecture. I'm more than sure that they're going to be talking about it's not the microchip.
ISUPK.
Like what is that? The AK-47. Is that not a part of America's philosophy and doctrine? The gun,
They go to that gun range.
going to that gun range, isn't that American as hell? ISUPK has the mark of the beast then. Let's see what this is talking about. These guys don't even look serious, man. They're smiling like it's a game. They don't even seem like they really believe what they're talking about, man.
Precept for you.
Con.
This is Proverbs 11 and 3. The integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them.
Mm. The perverseness of the transgressors shall destroy them, because one of the things with the mark of the beast is there's a law that tells you you're not supposed to get any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, man. Read that again.
So the Proverbs 11 and 3. The integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them.
See, but the transgression, okay, which is breaking a law, that's what sin is, transgression. When you take a microchip, you're cutting your flesh open. Goes back to Leviticus 19 and 28. You shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Most High. Okay, so if we look up this word cutting, it looks like sha ra sha 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 ra. Is that the tha or
I think that's the S. The
this is this is the like the shy the sha
Shara. I'm forgetting that little one right there.
sha ra, because that might be one of the tas. I gotta look it back up. If you can pull up a thing, But
Okay.
the word here, right, incision or cut, literally, biblical usage, incision or cut, and the definition itself, an incision or cutting. So when you go, damnable heresies, okay, 2 Peter 2:21, we can get that later. What was I looking at? Oh yeah, Mark of the Beast.
I think it's the
RFID
T.
chip.
It's the top.
Okay, con. So yeah, Sarat. Okay, or Sarat. Yeah, Sarat. Okay, so we look up this RFID chip because that's what they're gonna put in people. This has to be cut into you.
Mm-hmm.
Is this not what it looks like after you get cut?
Impaled, cut.
You
Same
got an
thing.
incision. Look at how did that get in there? How did that thing get in there? It's a cut, man. Right here, an incision is made, a cut. Doesn't that look like an incision or cut was made?
Mm.
So this goes back to the law, man. Okay, cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks, incision, imprinted, tattoo, or mark. A stigma, a mark branded on the skin. Very specific. Tattoo and mark. Now, when you get a tattoo, we've done videos on this before. When you get a tattoo, guess what it's doing, man? Actually, let me see if I find the video. Well, this is it right here. This is the video
Hey, it's me, Des.
that I
And
used
when
to
it
do another
punctures the
video
skin,
on.
it drags the ink down
Okay,
into the
but he's gonna
dermis.
show you. That's what a tattoo gun is doing. It's impaling you very quickly with ink, and it's injecting ink in there, so it's breaking the skin.
Mm-hmm. That's why, hence, you bleed.
Yeah.
Same thing with that chip, man. When they put that needle in you and they insert that chip, what happens? A little bead of blood will be right there.
Mm-hmm. So look, man, it's that simple. Where are they coming up with this rape? As desperation is a stinky cologne, man.
Mm. Pulling that shit out their ass, man.
Yep. So here it is. They have, a lot of people rebuking them. ISUPK Seattle. What the fuck? Oh man, madness spreads quicker than wildfire, I guess. Man,
Oh my goodness.
ICPK Hawaii. They got these guys everywhere, man. Which this is supposed to be, it's supposed to be this way. There's supposed to be more that don't believe than those who do believe. There's
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be more destroyed than those that are going to be saved. Okay. Is that Zechariah? Yeah, Zechariah. 14 and Zechariah 14 and 12. It clearly breaks this down that there's more people destroyed than are going to be saved.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We read um where's it at? The one part and the two parts.
Oh, that's 13:9.
Oh,
I got you. This is Zechariah 13:9.
yep.
It says, and I will bring the third.
Starting
I'm gonna start
8,
8.
yeah.
Zechariah 13:8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my power.
Yeah, so that's plain as day showing you that 2 parts are going to be cut off and die, but 1/3 are going to be left therein. So 2/3 is greater than 1/3, is it not?
Yes, it is.
I mean, yeah. I mean, shit. This is like fucking Sesame Street, man.
The simplicity.
If I have three parts, I have three parts, and two parts are going to be subtracted,
Mhm.
and there's going to be one remaining. What's greater, 2/3 or 1/3? 2/3 are greater, and that's what's going to be taken away and subtracted. A larger portion is going to be a smaller portion left over. It's that simple, man. But these guys just go off emotions, you know? 2 Timothy's 3 and 14, if you want to read that.
Okay.
Um,
I just read it again for you, brother. 2 Timothy 3 and 14. Oh, you said 14?
yep, 14.
Okay, jump down to 14. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them.
And that's what you see with ISUPK. The commanding, damning, damnable heresies is being taught. This guy calling himself the general can't even control his captains and his sergeants and his privates. They're running around all over the place saying that the mark of the beast is different things.
They're following in suit from him because he was winging shit, so they
Hmm.
feel they can wing it.
Yeah, the man, the spirit of delusion is with these guys, man. The spirit of strong fucking delusion is with these guys. Mark of the beast is rape. How the hell does that make you not buy or sell, man? That makes absolutely no sense. That makes none. You know? They don't understand that by taking a microchip, you're breaking the law, man. You're breaking the law by taking the microchip. It's that simple. You know? Let me see. What was that other verse? Check that. Okay. Oh, Second Ezra, I think 6. I brought this out earlier today. I think it's 6. Maybe it was 7.
6 and 41?
I think so. No, no. I'm gonna have to find it the hard way. It's not really hard. It's just.
Oh, it was a 7 and 40?
I think it was 7. It'll pop up right here
Yes,
too.
within sin, corrupt,
No.
grief.
Second Ezra 7 and 61.
I got you.
But actually, we're gonna start up.
58?
No, a little bit further than that. I think it's I want to say 54, 53. Um,
Oh, for we have walked in unpleasant places. That's 54.
um, 56.
56. That's the second Ezra 7 and 56. For while we lived and committed iniquity, we considered not that we should begin to suffer for it after death.
Right now, it's going back. Basically with dealing with reincarnation. In your past life, in the time of Moses, okay, no one was obedient, and from that day forward, really from the time of Adam forward, we've been dead ever since, so to speak, because we haven't been obedient. We didn't choose in life.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, man, if you start, man, and really, I mean, I don't even think we're gonna need to read from the top because most people understand the beginning from the time of Moses delivering Israel and how Israel was very disobedient, as they are disobedient now,
Mm-hmm.
which is why the majority of them are going to be destroyed. So that's just a summary. Now, we'll just go ahead and keep reading that.
57, verse 57. Then answered he me and said, This is the condition of the battle which man that is born upon the earth shall fight. That if he be overcome, he shall suffer as thou hast said. But if he get the victory, he shall receive the things that I say. For this is the life whereof Moses spake unto the people while he lived, saying, Choose thee life, that thou mayest live.
Right. So this is the condition of the battle that we're supposed to fight, warring against iniquity, man.
Mm-hmm.
So here it is. We're teaching people the right thing, saying, "Hey, look, don't take the mark of the beast." It actually, for one, based on the faith of the whole thing, and then two, the law itself says you're not supposed to put any marks upon your body. So that's, you know, that's it in a nutshell, man. Now, if you can overcome, right? That if you be overcome, he shall suffer as thou hast says. But if you get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say, meaning being faithful unto death, man. Like the Maccabean brothers, the three holy children, um, Job, maintaining your integrity. If you're not overcome by the things of the world, by the wickedness of the world, then you get the victory, you get the crown, you get the eternal. You're gonna have eternal glory partaking with Yahweh Shai. Okay. Go ahead, verse 60.
Verse 60. Nevertheless, they believe not him, nor yet the prophets after him. No, nor me, which have spoken unto them.
And that's what the Lord Yahweh Shai said in the New Testament. If they don't believe, they didn't believe the Father, they didn't believe him. So why would they believe us?
Hmm.
Go ahead.
Verse 61. That there should not be such heaviness in their destruction as shall be joy over them that are persuaded to salvation.
Right. So all the people that are going to perish, there should not be such heaviness in their destruction. Don't worry about them, because the joy over them that are persuaded to salvation is going to be greater.
Mm-hmm.
See, as shall be joy over them that are persuaded to salvation. So the heaviness of the mass destruction is overshadowed by the joy of the few persuaded to salvation. Go ahead.
Verse 62. I answered then and said, I know, Lord, that the Most High is called merciful, in that he have mercy upon them which are not yet come into the world.
Right, that mercy is for us, man. The mercy, the time of grace and mercy is heavily now. Go ahead.
Verse 63. And upon those also that turn to his law.
Right, the mark of the beast is against the law, man.
That's right.
That's why the Lord said he was going to destroy them. You see how it says that there should not be such heaviness in their destruction? The destruction of who? Those that be overcome. He shall suffer as thou hast said. Okay, they're going to be a part, continually committing iniquity. Okay, then what follows it is suffering, man. Okay, death by pain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is why when we go back to Revelations, what you talking about? I think it's
13 and 17.
No, I think the other one's 16.
Oh, okay. 16 and 2.
Yeah, 16 and 2. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image.
Mm.
So ISUPK isn't washing their hands clean of this blood. They're adding blood to it.
They're wallowing in it.
Yeah, and they're enticing people to jump in it like it's a baptismal river. It's madness, man.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Verse 64.
62. Oh no, it's 64. You're right.
It's verse 64. And that he is patient and long suffereth those that have sinned as his creatures.
Right. So it's been a long time coming that Israel's been without heritage, without doing the right thing, but that's the mercy that he's having upon us now to get right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Verse 65. In that he is bountiful, for he is ready to give where it is needed. Where it needeth.
Right. See, he's ready to give it where it needeth. Now, what people have a big problem with right now is they say, oh, well, you guys aren't right, this and that. But the Most High said he would have mercy and compassion upon whom he will have mercy and compassion. Right. For he saith to Moses, Romans 9 and 15, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So it's up to him. King David, right? Most people say, oh, he should have, been dropped dead right there for all the stuff he did, but the Most High had mercy and compassion on him.
Reuben, he slept
Yeah.
with his father's concubine.
Yep.
He should have been put to death for that.
Didn't happen though, see,
No.
because the Most High is the one that makes the rules, not you people on this planet, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
Verse 66. And that he is of great mercy, for he multiplieth more and more mercies to them that are present and that are past, and also to them which are to come.
You see, more and more mercy is multiplied because when the first destruction, we'll call it, came in the flood, only 8 people lived. Now that's multiplied to the 1/3, the 144,000, and then these other nations that are going to be saved for slavery to serve us. That's the Most High even having some mercy on them, man, because He doesn't have to save them, but for our sakes, He's not going to destroy all of them so that we can reign over them. So that because they're part of our inheritance. They're part of the world. They're part of the inheritance. They're part of what He's going to give us. Go ahead.
Verse 68. And he pardoneth, for if he did not, so of his goodness, that they which have committed iniquities might be eased of them, the 10,000th part of men should not remain living.
See, He pardoneth, right, which have committed iniquities might be eased of them. The 10,000th part of men should not remain living, but He's going to allow people to live and remain. Because that's showing His power even further. Because everyone's going to be like, damn, how and why did I make it out of this nuclear fire? How and why did I make it out of the FEMA camp? How and why did I make it out of martial law and race rights and famine? How did I do that? And it's going to be known unto them that it was the Most High for His purpose and His reasons, which they don't understand now. But when the time comes, it's going to process and then it's shit. Okay.
Wisdom of Solomon.
Right. They're gonna be like, okay, those are the elect men. Okay, damn, they told us we were going into slavery. It's happening. Their power is true, and then they want to test it and don't want to bring tribute. So then, boom, no water, and yeah, it's a whole proof that's gonna take place before them.
That's what Matthew tell you. Let your light shine so before men, so that they can glory in the heavenly Father. Roughly paraphrasing. You can read on. Verse 69. And being judged, if he should not forgive them that are cured with his word, and put out the multitude of contentions, there should be very few left peradventure in an innumerable multitude.
Right. See? So the Most High is forgiving, okay, that are cured. If He should not forgive them that are cured with His word and put out the multitude of contentions, there should be very few left peradventure, and in an innumerable multitude. And then you go into Revelations and you see that innumerable multitude that's outside of the 144. That's the 1/3.
Yep.
They're going to be cured by this word, not by. And see this ISUPK, they don't have the word. They have doctrines of men.
That's right.
Because that's why when you look them up, just reiterating for the last time, they say everything else is the microchip. Christianity, American, an embargo, American doctrines and philosophies, Christopher Dorner. Now it's rape. So what the hell's the truth, man?
Madness never stops.
Yeah, these guys, man.
I like that old school fruit roll up. What would they come up with next?
Yeah, what will they come up with next? God dang, man. Yeah, the Most High is destroying these people. He's taking the word away so that He can take away the clothing, the hedge of protection. These guys, man, these guys are gonna be looked, down upon, man. They're gonna feel very foolish when the time comes. Every one of these guys teaching false doctrine and mishandling of the word, okay, and
Hmm.
deceiving people. Hey, they got hell to pay, man.
That's right.
So I don't got anything else.
Hey, 'cause, they're causing offenses right now, man. Stumbling
Hmm.
blocks. They're setting stumbling blocks up, man, and that blood's on their hands.
God. Hey, so with that, shalom.
Shalom.